From a personal brand perspective, I feel like when people talk about it or think of a personal brand, I think they have a wrong perspective on it. I think they think about it as like, I have to go create a YouTube channel or a podcast and I have to go promote myself and go crazy. Like, I don't think that's what it is. Like, that's what I do. That's like my focus, but I don't think it has to be that. What I tell people is you need to think about this as reputation. No matter what you do, you have a reputation. You can't get away from that. You can't tell me, hey, Morgan, I don't have a reputation. You do. So, sorry, like if you're working, you have one, and that's everyone is working in some form or fashion, right?
If you're alive, you have one, right? Like your family will tell you what your brand is.
Exactly. So my thing is, what I tell people is that you need to think about, how can I build my reputation? You're like, okay, why does that matter? Well, okay, you have internal and external reputation. So internal reputation is, what do people talk about me in my organization? Do they like me? Do they don't like me, right? Because if you have a great external reputation, but you don't have a good internal one, there's a problem there. Thinking about in this way, in terms of brand, is like, I'm trying to make sure that I can do the most that I can to build that reputation so that it becomes a lot easier for me to access certain places that I want to go. I studied other people. Like, I saw The Rock, for example. The Rock had a fantastic brand. If you go watch the videos and watch how he did it, because he wasn't the best wrestler. I think people can argue he probably wasn't the best wrestler.
Yeah.
But his brand was off the charts, and which allowed him to move into movies, which allowed him to move into all these things, right? And so that's where I tell people to focus is that it was a conscious decision for me. When I saw my brand really elevate, or I noticed it, was when I went to events. I went in that room and most of the people knew who I was. I had never experienced that before, where I walk in somewhere and people knew who I was and I didn't know who they were. It's something I had never experienced before. So as I'm saying that, it shows that when you put yourself out there, that's a lot easier conversation when someone knows who you are, right? Oh yeah, I've seen your videos. Oh yeah, cool. What did you like? And then now we're just talking, right? And then when I got to the event itself, people were coming up to me being like, hey, I've seen you do this, I've seen you do this. And it was crazy to me how many people had been following my journey and I had never knew it, right? They never messaged me, they never commented on the YouTube videos, but they saw me. And so that's when I knew that it was important, because I could reach people that maybe have never seen me before. And I knew if I could stay consistent, that those people would seek me out and look for me as well. So yeah, that's when I noticed it. And the feeling is great, but you also have to be able to manage that feeling so it doesn't get to your head.